I once had an experience with a dog. I was meditating, and it was in the afternoon, and I was doing the sensing exercise that I do so often. And by the way, people, if you want to go on my website, it's unknowncountry.com, you can learn all about it. Simplest exercise in the world, but really powerful. In any case, I was doing the sensing exercise, and suddenly in my mind's eye, this shaggy dog showed up. And I generally don't see too many things in my mind's eye when I'm doing the exercise. And in fact, not often this vividly. And it was not only was it a shaggy dog, it was a dog I knew called Quagmire. Quagmire had been the dog of a friend, a girlfriend, when I was a teenager. And Quag was a shaggy, muddy dog. And the father of the family had a very hard time in the Korean War and had PTSD, which we didn't know what it was in those days, and was prone to outbursts. And he would kick Quag all over the place and just beat him up, and Quag would often be limping and hurt, but always happy, always ready to give all the love, his little old dog body. And I told Anne this. I told her about Quagmire, and she said, "Dog, God, you had a visit from God." I said, "Oh my God, that's ridiculous. God's not going to show up as Quagmire." She said, "Oh yes, you just described the relationship between God and man very well." I said, "Well, I'd have to have a sign to believe that." We went walking a little while later, and there on the street was a car with a vanity plate, QGMIRE, Quagmire. And I thought, my goodness, I did have a visit from God, Annie. She said, "I told you." And so, you have to understand God as a desperate presence in your life. Otherwise, you can't really live as a human, fully as a human being. You have to understand that there is desperate love all the time in your life. Someone is desperately in love with you, and that's God. And it's present everywhere in all of us, and not just in the human being, but in everything. You have to get close to the desperation of God if you're going to go ahead any very far in this journey, this soul journey.
I think I'm beginning to understand how you chose, or as I recall, Annie chose the title of your great book, Communion.
Yes, she did choose